So, we have a streamer battle. One of our viewers has put us up to the challenge of playing, I guess, 5-color Carth Walker's Super Friends here in Modern. It is a Yorion or Sky Noodle list. Definitely not our wheelhouse, to say the least. We're a Red Prison player. I've played Bring to Light lists, so maybe there will be something there. Anyway, Evan went 4-1. Spider went 4-1, which means if I do anything less than 4-1, I'm not going to hear anything but how bad I am. We'll see how we go. So, quick deck tech just for those that are maybe joining us here from the raid, but also from just around the Twitch universe here. We're trying to play Carth the Lion in a Yorion build. It's essentially a Yorion kind of really super value kind of driven list. You're going to be using all of the walkers in ways to generate value as you play, and hopefully with that generated value, you'll win the game. A lot of utility we have in here. We've got Grist, we've got Ren, we have Teferi, we have Ashiok, we have Liliana. Wandering Emperor has been showing up quite a bit lately. Carth, obviously. And then we do have Omnath, Solitudes and Furies, and Ragavans to round out kind of our Modern Horizons 2 package here. A couple new cards as well. Always fun to see some new cards being splashed in here. Sideboard's got a few things to kind of compete against what I would say is combo. You got some Force of Negations, plenty of discussion on Mana Leak and what that's doing. Things for the graveyard, and then just a few other nuanced things that are probably for matchups that maybe we're giving some struggles. Planeswalkers don't really interact with enchantments very well, so the Fracturing Gust is probably here for that. I've got a fun Emrakul as well for that long game and wanting to take over. With that, Evan, congrats on your 4-1. Spider, congrats on your 4-1. Thank you, Brian. Let's see if we can get a 4-1. But we're going for 5-0, right? That's where it is. It's a 5-0. That's where we're at. All right, let's double check we have this. Cool. Let's double up our trophies. We've got one trophy. Let's make it a second one. You expect a 4-1. I know, there's so much pressure, Spider. You and Evan just ruining it here. You low-key feel this might be Wizards Marketing Department's dream list. Yeah, it's got a lot of planeswalkers, a lot of characters here. How do you get to do Enchantress next? Evan would be all over Enchantress, that's for sure. That's for sure. Also, yes, this list is relatively expensive. We had to toss around some cards so that we could actually each play it. If you're trying to do a rental service or something like that, you're gonna need some other cards. You're just going to. But let's see how it goes. I'm gonna have to read a few of these planeswalkers while I play against them frequently. I myself do not play with them. I actually don't think I've ever cast the Wandering Emperor either. Thanks, Evan. Is this a Fluffy Wolf original? We found it on Twitter. I found it and I posted it in Evan's Discord, and now we're here. Well, yeah, I know. Exactly, Tunneling Cat. I'm having to borrow 650 to 700 tickets worth. All right, against a little Pyganti here, and we at least get to play first. We'll declare Yorion and see what's going on. I mean, I'm not opposed to the cards that are in my hands. First outing. Yeah, just maybe slam Ragavan and get some value. See what we can do on turn 2. I think I need to get a Stomping Grounds. Need some red mana here. Oh boy, 80 cards too. I think we want to lead with a Ragavan, although Oath is nice. Kind of like the idea of maybe just Oath, tapped Hallowed Fountain next turn. Steam Vents for our opponent. 2.4k, about what you expected. All right, little Mishra's Bobble here. Looks like maybe Murktide. That's a good card. That's a good card. I'll take that. Ragavan's probably not connecting, but we'll see. We'll see. Expecting this to get bolted or something. There it is. We'll just Oath here. Seems reasonable. Let's see what else we can pick up here. All right, a little Solitude or a Triome. This Triome unlocks black for us, but I think we only need black for Carth at this point. Yeah, we're all playing the same list, Barwick. I'll just take the Solitude here. Just a value card. We're about to Expressive Iteration, possibly. You can't do anything about this. That's fair. Abundant Growth. This is like counterspell magic here. I'm just gonna pass. I want to be able to play something off maybe the Expressive Iteration here. Another Solitude. All right. Let's go ahead and force out a counterspell from my lovely opponent. Nothing. Interesting. All right. Fury Hands. Bottom Breeding Pool. Just slap down a Breeding Pool. Pass turn. Interesting not to see a counter. I guess Expressive isn't always counterable. My opponent could take this with Archmage Charm. All right, little Archmage Charm. Did Evan or... I didn't watch all of the matches. I watched quite a few when I could. Did Evan play against this? Ooh, there's Carth. How does one get a Carth here? It is a slow Murktide hand. It's probably chock full of counter spells. Neither of you played Murktide. Why am I the lucky one that gets Murktide? I mean, it's just counter spells, right? No Ragavan from our opponent. I don't know. I feel like this is like end step Solitude, Wandering Emperor kind of territory. Maybe even just Cycle Triome. Consider. I get one loss. It's going to be an uphill battle. This is a nemesis of ours on the stream. Maybe it's Blue Moon. We did see a Ragavan. I guess it doesn't mean one thing or another. Yeah, I'm going to try for Emperor here. There's got to be a counter spell over there. There it is. All right. Let's do it here. I suppose I could go get Sky Noodle at this point. Just keep kind of the value running here. Gotta remember Sky Noodle exists. I kind of wonder where the turning point is for this matchup. Maybe I just need to start burning through their counter spells. I mean, I'm not going to get a turn, really, right? Where I'm going to be Murktide plus something else. Sort of don't care about Ragavan here. That's true. At some point, we'll just neglect land drops here. That was a March. You can get rid of an Abundant Growth if they wanted to. Let's grab one of our Triomes. So what Triomes do we have? We have this. All right, Spy seems good. Oh yeah, letting the monkey hit. Not so worried about the monkey right now. There's another Wandering Emperor. I have a feeling I'm just going to want as much mana as possible, so we won't plan to cycle right now. Might even try Wandering Emperor to block Monkey here. See if I can get my opponent to do something with their mana. I mean, I like my 2 Solitudes much later in this game. So there's a Force. I almost wonder if I just Solitude here. Solitude Yorion. Probably want to play Yorion, right? Solitude, attempt this. They counter I Yorion and get a lot of value. If I Solitude, though... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5, 2 drop. This gives them back Archmage Charm, where if I were to go to Solitude and they go to counter. I kind of like the attempted Solitude here, and then Yorion and just get a lot of value. I mean, how much am I going to hate a Murktide? I probably have ways to get rid of Murktide. Let's be aggressive here. You don't think they'll counter this? I don't know. They might want Ragavan to hit. It would burn the treasure token if they do counter. All right. They let it go because I have probably Yorion. This is really good. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. I could try to Carth after. Guess an Unholy Heat does kill us. It's probably worth it. If the Teferi does resolve, then we're pretty well protected from a lot of things. You think Carth first? Just lose the counterspell to the Carth rather than to the Teferi. Could also do that. I mean, this is so much easier to kill. Well, I guess they're about the same. Yeah, it's just a matter of which one I want first. I guess the thing is, if Carth enters, I get to look and get something. I'm going to go with Teferi here first. And if Teferi resolves, then we just get Carth. I don't see this resolving. I think Carth is the better card here. Oh, tell me about it. Oh, Teferi resolved. Oh my gosh. So now I like Carth here. Well, now I'm doing both. I mean, this has got to be Carth territory here now. Ashiok and Ren in 6. Man, I think I want an Ashiok. If I can get rid of their graveyard, it'd be great. Kind of tempted to bounce with Teferi. But at the same time, maybe I go up here to prevent a bolt being the answer. I kind of want the draw, but I think that's maybe greedy. Let's see if we can keep Teferi around. It still gets Unholy Heated here. But maybe we get spiciness happening here. I mean, if it dies here too, Carth trigger happens. So they kill Carth. That's okay. And they kill Teferi. All right. They had answers for both. And now they have Murktide. All right. So we'll need an answer to big old Murktide. I would guess they have a counter spell of sorts. Ragavan is not it. All right. I mean, if we use Ashok, this grows. Need this to be killed somehow. All right. When does this happen? ETBs. All right. Well, one countered Sky Noodle coming up, I think. Although they didn't counter the Teferi, but they had the Unholy Heat. I guess we'll just play a Ragavan past turn. Could be very much dead on board here. Another Murktide plus a Bolt will do it. Bobble. Shows Bobble. What do we have for the graveyard? Endurances, relics. Guess I need Grist to kill this, or a Teferi to bounce it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a 13/13. So I need one burn spell here. Now I need the Supreme Verdict, which I guess they're not worried about because they saw what I'm drawing. Well, Omnath's a rebuy here. Maybe. Although rebuy for what? I don't know. Oops. Should be a forest. Rebuy, I still can't cast. And they have the counter. All right, going to game 2. Just going to game 2. Relics. Definitely interested in those. Interested in a couple endurances. Supreme Verdict. I don't know if that's good or not. Oh, was that all 4? It was a lot. it was a lot. Veil and Mana Leak could be something in this matchup. It's not getting there, or not very valuable. Lily's okay. Carth, the Wandering Emperor. I mean, I think all our walkers are fine in this one. Furies and Solitudes work. March is probably not that important, nor is the Prismatic Ending. I probably can cut Prismatic Ending, though, because March deals with Ragavan if it were to dash him. I feel like Ashiok controls the graveyard, but if it came down later, it may not be very good. Not really sure Ashiok's the right planeswalker for this matchup. Not when I can have kind of this stuff going on a little bit earlier. 3 more. We have 29 lands. Seems a little light. Ragavan's definitely medium, but I feel like I have to present a Ragavan as well, with them presenting their own Ragavans. Not sure. It could be down like a Fury. How about 1 March, 1 Fury? Kind of want to do like maybe a Carth or an Omnath, I guess. It's kind of difficult to say because Unholy Heat is a thing. I'm going to try the Omnath out here. Unholy Heat might not really be as big of a problem now that I have a little more graveyard hate here. It's definitely not one of our better matchups, I'm sure. At least personally. Whether there's something to do here that I'm not seeing, that may be true. We did kind of go a little bit all in with the Solitude on the Ragavan, and we could have held it later. Maybe we were too aggressive. We do like to be aggressive. All right, I think I can keep. We got a Wrenn and 6 and a fetch land. We'll give it a shot. All right, I'll just put a breeding pool and pass. Let's see what they got. Spire Bluff Canal, untapped, obviously. See if we can Wrenn and 6 here and pick up our Windswept Heath. We did pick up an Overgrown Tomb. They force the Wrenn and 6. All good. What do you think? They got a counter now? Probably do. Let's go ahead and play Grist here. I want these both to resolve, so we'll throw Grist into the counter spell. It resolved. Ooh, lost an Endurance, unfortunately for us. Expressive from our opponent. This might be a Teferi opportunity coming up here. Flooded Strand. What do we got? Darcy? Darcy indeed. Maybe I Wrenn and 6 now. I could also just kill this with Grist. Kill with Grist, use Expressive to try to find another land. Wrenn and 6. I'd have to find a fetch that's a green fetch for Stomping Ground. Let's start with Expressive. I think this is, with the Wrenn and 6, this is pretty, was pretty decent. Let's put this to hand. It works out for us, I think. And I want to just kill this. Probably. Probably should attack first. This is fine. All right. A little Grist going on here. Bolts away. No problem there. Somewhat expected. All right. We have a million walkers here. I have a Wrenn and 6 that I probably want to play, and then some follow-ups. So let's start with Wrenn and 6 here. See if we can resolve. If not, then we can play Lily or Teferi. That resolved. Try Lily, perhaps? I think I'll go for Lily here. Give it the good old try here with the Liliana. 3 cards to beat. This would get rid of a card anyway. They counter Lily. That's fine. We have stuff that interacts with creatures, which I'm happy about. All right. Expressive for our opponent. I think we're running them out of cards, which I think is just how we have to work this game. Shocks in. Unholy Heat's Wrenn and 6. We'll just go again. I'm kind of tempted at this point to go ahead and try to slam it to Teferi. And then we have Carth plus Wandering as the last cards. All right, they're down to 1 card. Come on. Come on. Surely I can get the value out of my last couple cards here. Oh my gosh. Well, 1 card to beat. We'll line them up with the Carth. Oh yeah, now that I have 2. Now that I have 2. Resolves. All right. Let's see what we hit. Sure. Let's go ahead and just keep on our train of Ren and 6 plans here. All right. Well, I don't know what their last card is. Maybe it's the land. They didn't really do anything with it. Murktide. We can deal with Murktide. Let's get a Hallowed Fountain for a little more white here. All right. Well, what do we want to do here? I don't really have much in the graveyard yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, then 8. I could try to get Yorion here to get some value. I could also just try to play a new Carth and see if I can hit something, or I can just play Wandering to get rid of this when it attacks. But that means they're going to draw. I think our initial plan here is Ren and 6. I'm kind of leaning towards that whole Yorion and just bring it in. If it resolves, I get to flicker these 2 things, and then I won't have Wandering immediately. If I Wandering during upkeep, they may not attack. I do think Yorion, it's a question of do I want to play Yorion here? It's got to be attack step, and I think it's going to have to be that. I think we're gonna try it that way during the attack step. They're coming after Ren. I think I still try to protect. I'm going to try to protect because if I can ult this, then I have the expressive down here and it's really good. And they didn't counter what we did here, so the spell is unlikely to be a counter spell. They would have had to draw it. All right. We got there. All right, we got a game off Murktide. I'll take that. That's like a small consolation prize, right? So what do we need to adjust here? What's up, One with Nothing? Do I need to adjust much here? We could. I guess that's true, Tomahawk, but then the Wanderer just sits there, and if they had a bolt, they could try to bolt this, and then I can't do the -2. Then I would only get to like maybe make a samurai then in response to the bolt. And then they could attack pretty freely at me. And if they had 2 bolts, or like they Unholy Heat or something. I mean, there's definitely ways to get under the counter, but I think giving them that knowledge before we attack is a losing line. It's close though. I could see where you'd want to get through there. They can do whatever, and they just play things. All right. Really want to grab this obviously first match here if I can against Pygonti. But I'm not sure if there's much else to change. We could bring in like Prismatic Ending to avoid turn 1 Ragavans. It's just an extra card. Prismatic was already taken out. I don't hate the idea of potentially bringing Prismatic or even 2 back in, because we're on the draw now. Can't believe we got Trophy End Boss round 1. It's just testing us. We're just flexing the muscles here as best as we can. My opponent's messaged me, I haven't submitted my sideboard. We're still thinking. Are we allowed to still sub using Prime? It should be. You'd probably have to checkmark, use Prime. I feel like I want one prismatic ending in here. Same time, I don't know if I really want them. I do feel like a mana leak is still okay, even though we're on the draw. Let's bring in a prismatic ending here. I'm going to take one Oath out. No, we're going to take one. No, no. No, we're just going to go for it. Deck weak to Blood Moon. 4 color and 5 color are not weak to Blood Moon. 3 colors are. I don't know if I like this hand. Liliana's uncastable. Omnath and Carth are ways away. Ragavan, while castable, is not castable immediately if I'm wanting to play Ren. I think we have to mulligan this and look for something better. Well, no lands. One land and it's off color. All right. This is like really weak. Super weak. I probably don't need the Boseiju. There's not a lot that I expect from my opponent here. March wasn't the reason that it improved it. Abundant Growth does just enough, and they have plenty of fetch lands to fetch one. Then they had something else, and they already had prismatic endings. That's what makes Blood Moon not great against multiple colors. It says reconnecting. Come back, stream. There we go. All right, I think we're good. I think we're good. Luckily, we're recording. We never lost internet for us. Streamlabs, keep up. Okay. Well, just play lands, pass turn. Are we actually back? It says we're back. Kind of nervous we're not. Oh, we are. Okay. We'll keep playing then. Ragavan coming in and attacking us. Not a whole lot I can do against something hasty like that. Cool. I think I'm going to just die to Ragavan and poor initial hands here. We lose a Steam Vents too. That's not very good. Well, how are we beating this? I think we're going to start in the losers bracket. It was a little weird. Never lost internet. Am I going to have to cantrip the relic? I really don't want to. I really... Oh, that would have been nice. Bygaunt's just like, I'll take that abundant growth. I'm so far off the Supreme Verdict here. I'm gonna go one more turn here without using Relic. Well, there we go. That is something. Is it enough? The answer is no. Answer is just straight no. Here comes Ragavan, round 4. We will try to get rid of Ragavan. Okay. I'm sure this gets countered. Little Murktide to the bin here. I'm really thinking I'm going to have to use my Relic. The Solitude. Plays a Blood Moon. So. Mana Leak right on time. New Relic. Well, looks like Spider and Evan are winning. Another 3. Oh my gosh. They're going to just take the Abundant Growth, put it on a Spire Bluff Canal. I could still tie it. You're right. You're right. We just have the hardest path to victory here. Oh my gosh, it's Torp Orb. I can't even Solitude and Fury now. I feel like I have ended up in prison somehow. I'm unclear of the destination that we have arrived. We're used to the hardest path. There you go. Ah, yes, Donnie. X1 bracket, and then just steamroll the competition. In for 3, down to 7. Taking a 1-2 loss here. I don't have an out, I don't believe. Not with the Torp Orb now in play, and now that my opponent has my Teferi. My opponent's played 2 Abundant Growths and my Teferi. Who's the Carth player now? And let's just not worry about Noodle over here. Woo! Hold up. Hold! Hold! We have a line. Ragavan. Oh my gosh, opponent. Please. Please. It blocks so well. It blocks so well. Just pass the turn. I mean, I guess Solitude and Fury would just stick. That is something. I have a feeling we have some Unholy Heats or something over there. 5, 6, go to 1. Gosh, they should bounce Blood Moon to insult me. We lose a Flooded Strand. Bounces Subtlety, just in case. Little bobble action here. Put some Misty down into the yard here. They did get land, even though they had Blood Moon. Well played, opponent. They can just redo Subtlety here if they want. All right, we're starting in the loser's bracket. 0-1 with 1-2 in terms of game record. It's just time to sweep it. Let's go. Hardest matchup out of the way. They all played the hardest matchups later. Here we go. Queued up. Beat by Blood Moon. Look at this. Person's 1-3. Here we go. Let's get it rolling. This hand looks great, actually. 9-5 better or worse than 8-4. We'll let Donnie decide that. Okay. Okay. A little march here. A little Sigarda's Aid. I think I can wait. Let him give me the big hug with the Memnite. Okay. So I just Besage you, right? I don't think I'm quite in Ren and 6 territory. I think we just shock in here for the Beseiju and pass. Like, if we can keep the Sigarda's Aid in check here, the Supreme Verdict could get us out of this too. Well, right now, I don't really care if they suit up the Memnite a couple times here. We could just march the Memnite. Let's go get white here. I think I want this. Where is it? Maybe Hallowed. Maybe Temple Garden. We need some green here. Kind of tempted to Beseiju the Sigarda's Aid right now. And then have the march for something else. And if they don't put anything in here, we could Ren the Memnite. Pyganti. No. We're in a streamer battle. Streamer battle, and I'm 0-1. All right, let's just take care of the Sigarda's Aid. This way, if they feel like they need to burn something to put a hammer into play, I've got the March here as well. And if they don't do this, I can run in 6, hit the Memnite. I feel like that's pretty safe, allowing me to put a tap land into play. It's giving me my other white. Could also just exile the Urza Saga token here with the Renin 6, picking up like Flooded Strand. I could do this off a draw too. Abundant Growth, put the Triome into play tapped. I kind of like, I don't know, I think I like leaving my options open here. I'm kind of afraid of another Sigarda's Aid, but maybe I shouldn't be. It's Abundant Growth to draw, and then Triome, unless I get a land that's untapped here. We did hit a land that's untapped. All right, we're going to leave March available here. Right now, March hits both creatures that they're going to have. And if they play another one off the Saga, I have a Supreme Verdict that clears this up. We'll just play towards our Supreme Verdict. And then once we clear the board, I'm feeling pretty confident. I don't think I need to March the Saga. Just let him make another dude. That's fine. We're playing towards our Supreme Verdict here. If they want to boot up with a Shadow Spear, that's fine. Here's perfect. Attach. It's a lot, 5, 6, but we're gonna march their Urza Saga and Supreme Verdict. Have white, any color. This can get basic planes or something. Looks pretty good to me. What? Can't float mana with March? Confused. That's a good draw as well. I think I have an island in here. So white, blue, any color, Supreme Verdict, pass turn. All right. I think we're pretty good. Teferi's a nice one here. We can Carth as well. They have no creature. 1 mana Stone Rain seems good. Nettle System concedes. All right. Good job, paid actor. Looks good though. Teferi just bounce this, make him replay it or have to reattach it or something. Wins the win. It's awkward. That's awkward. All right. So now that we've completely messed up wins and losses here, next match. Gives me less wins now. I know. I have less wins. I have completely screwed up the entire rankings. What was the first condition? What is the first rule of our event now? Best record wins. Well, that doesn't include games. It just includes matches then. Yeah, this is why we only care about losses. Excellent. Donnie was thinking. Count that as a 3-0. There you go. We obliterated our opponent. Now 3-0. Boom, I like it. I will say this. I think all of us have played against some sort of hammer variant, and I think we won all of our matches. Not to say I totally won there, but I think the matchup seems to be relatively solid. What a weird league, though. It's a funny one to have in our little challenge. They burned their heart. Haven't played Scales twice and Hammer twice and has Fracturing Gust in the sideboard. I'm going to go watch that VOD. That's got to be an excellent VOD. A Dirty One, that's basically what we do here every day. So we stream Red Prison typically, and that's what we eat up most of the time. People's souls. Oh, he didn't play versus Hammer. Just don't get paired against Tron. Giganta. Oh no. All right, good luck to us. I'm gonna keep the hand. I swear, Evan. This is okay. Aaron Mesa. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Scare me with the Giganta there. Little Sacred Foundry to lead us off here with a Giganta. What is this? What is this? Bobble here as well. I think it might be Prowess. We're going to save the March, not use it immediately here. They're taking a look at the top. There's a Swift Spear, so yeah, it's some sort of Prowess build. Oh gosh, opponent, please stop. You're gonna have... Oh, puts a Swift Spear. They don't want Swift Spears, apparently. No Swift Spear for them. Burgess? What's Burgess? Getting the spicy stuff in the losers bracket. Burn with Bobble and DRC. All right. They're taking peeks. They saw the top of the library here. I feel like this might be just a, like, I don't know, Oath start. Go. No, Lily. All right. Man, I just don't want to take that much damage here. You like Ragavan? Might be a good blocker. Off of, like, I guess it has to be Stomping Ground. But then I don't have the March. Which is really awkward. Not immediately, at least. I mean, I think the Abundant Growth is the best play here, actually. So I'm going to go with my gut here. I'm going to do the Abundant Growth on a basic forest. We can wait on the Oath here. Oath is for later. People see Liliana and go, I want Oath, and I'm sitting here like, I just want March online and Renin 6 online. They get to see what I draw too. Abundant Growth on the forest feels just a lot stronger. Oh, snap. I just want to kill this now, don't I? Is Ragavan worth it here? My life total probably matters. I mean, you see Swiftspear, and you have the opportunity to kill this. Why would I hold? No, we don't hold for value. I held for value in the Super Qualifier this weekend and got turn 2'd. Get rid of the Darcy, get it out here. I have the March. I'm good to go 1-for-1 for my opponent. I consider that a 1-for-1 because that Ragavan's never hitting their opponent. Let him show me something else here. We're getting to 3 mana with the Renin 6 and digging with our Oath. Life total nice and high right now. They got rid of 2 Swiftspears. Like, what do they have? 4 Swiftspears, apparently. All right, hit light up the stage would be my guess. Now the March is valuable against the Swiftspear here. Hey, light up. I can put this into tapped, or I can play Oath here if I want to shock in. Bobble and Lava Dart. Please stop, opponent. I guess a shock in for the... Ooh. Right on time. All right. Prismatic Ending here. And probably just breeding... Shocking feels right here because of the Oath now. Let's do it. Make sure we hit our land. Help! No land! All right, what do I want? Grist? I'll take Grist. It's the next easiest thing to cast here. Opponent doesn't have any creatures. I don't gain any life in this list, do I? No, I have Solitude. Never mind, I have Solitude. Well, so much for hitting the land off the Oath. We thought we were going to do it. Gains 2 life. I guess so. Reckless Impulse. Bunch of baubles for my opponents. They've apparently found all 4 baubles in the top 19. Emperor gains life because of the +1. I think I'm okay. I like the Grist. Maybe it's just a weird thing, but I kind of like the Grist here. Being able to create a whole bunch of blockers seems good. Don't worry, we have more Wanders. We can go to them. I'm not concerned. I'm more than likely needing to play Renin 6 here, because I'm probably just not going to have the land. Oh, I hit the land. Well. Let's play Grist. This is unlikely to need to do anything. Make my dude. That's what I wanted to do. Pass turn. Feeling okay. Really not entirely sure what my opponent's doing still. Hitting the F6 button. So how's everybody's Monday doing? I feel like Spider, Evan, and I should do these challenges more often. This would be kind of fun. Would be kind of fun. Maybe with not such an expensive list next time, but it is fun. Opponent reckless impulses and finds 2 more lands. Hitting all their land drops. We have lava darts hitting here, but they only have 2 mountains. I don't think there's a second lava dart yet. We've already gone through 2 light up the stages, 1 reckless, 4 Mishra's baubles, 3 Swift Spears, and 1 Darcy. I mean, is it just burn that's left? Yeah, we're playing for subs. Or a donation or something like that. What if we use it to make Evan play scales? Evan will come in at least second, because I will be in last place. There's Darcy. Run 6 ping this. Probably want to just pick up the land since I have the march. We could Liliana downtick this too. Kind of like Liliana downtick, honestly. Let's offer the trade. Start there. They didn't take the trade. Make black. There we go. Gonna go ahead and use Liliana. Probably cashing it in for the lava dart. Kills the Ragavan. We're creating a little board state of insects here. Didn't go get the land here with the Renin 6 because just playing my 3 walkers. We got to 3 mana. That's the most you need in this list. Mondays are great. Trophies, Vintage League, nice. All right, there's a Swifty. I will, well, I would block, but they could also Lava Dart with the insect token here. Nice. That's a Lava Dart from hand. A lot of Lava Darts. Maybe I should have left this back, but that's another Lava Dart that just kills this. Lava Dart here, Lava Dart Grist, attack Grist. It's a lot not going towards the life total. While we're here, while I have everyone, where is the pet picks? Have you all seen what I'm taking care of right now? Have you all seen? Yeah, Sonic. The Hedgehog. Taking here. We're going to put it right. Liliana's behind the Hedgehog. Here, can we do this? There we go. Perfect. Now you can see Liliana. Look, it's a Hedgehog. I'm taking care of the Hedgehog. Spiny Cutie, yeah. I'll try to get a better picture. Every time you get close to this Hedgehog, it goes, and it kind of like poofs out a little bit. It's silly. Yeah, I got the tiny chair, and this little, like, our dog has what we call the donut, and this is like exactly the same, but it's hedgehog sized. We also have a coconut chair. It's a little coconut chair with one of these inside of it. Prismatic Endings, my Abundant Growth, which doesn't really do too much for us. It does stop March. It's a very interesting hit there with the Prismatic Ending. And then Lightning Bolts me. My life total is shrinking rapidly. Are they going to Lava Dart me? Lava Dart me? Take me to 10 and put this to 6, putting me within 4. Little playmat and small magic cards. Coconut Hedgehog is good content. Lava Dart's Liliana. All right, that's 1 damage not going towards me. 5 to Grist, or are you going to attack me? 5's to Grist. Man, they're all at this. This is a very weird line to play. I don't know. Kind of strange. All right, so we'll just play Wrenn and 6 here. We're gonna pick up a land that can go get white. And I guess we'll just defend here. See if they want to offer a Lava Dart here, and we'll plan to march the Swift Spear. If we can block, I'd prefer that, and then I don't have to fetch and shock here. But yeah, the Hedgehog's really cool. But yeah, we've been playing a little bit 1 leagues and other things like that so that we can go take care of the Hedgehog. I've kind of always been fascinated with hedgehogs. I have a hedgehog collection, and also I have a hedgehog over there. It's from my childhood. And if you've ever read the book The Mitten as a kid, a hedgehog's in that as well. Really pretty artwork in that book. I just remember the hedgehog really. Anyway, so it's kind of fun to take care of our friend's hedgehog and kind of actually get to see what's up with them. The sword's going to be done, Grace. Nice. Why not get one? Because the amount of time it is to take care of a hedgehog properly versus me streaming and work and many other things. Also trying to find someone to take care of the hedgehog if we ever wanted to go somewhere and do something. Taking care of any pet is time consuming, and we already have a dog, so. Spider plays taxes. Taxes with the Wander, obviously. All right. Getting smacked by the insect token's getting smacked here. At this point, I think a fetch and a shock is okay. I take 3. I'm pretty much taking 3 anyway, and I'm preventing a light up the stage from happening. Oh, they're just having their way with Wrenn and 6 now. That's rude. Do they have another Lava Dart here? I do not see one. We are not taking this, but I kind of want Wrenn and 6 here. I just saved myself a bolt. I think I go for this. It's gonna get rid of the creature. I'm 3 bolts away from dying, but if I can keep Wrenn and 6 here, then I can get like Savai Triome and get to my red and probably find our Solitude, which saves us this game. Are hedgehogs hard to take care of? Not necessarily, but I mean, any living creature, it's nice to not just like put them in a box and that's it. That's a good draw. Let's start with Wrenn and 6 first. I wanted the Triome, and I think I still want the Triome. It's Abundant Growth. Probably Expressive as well. Wow, all this is really good. I think I keep the Lily. Put the Prismatic away and put the Triome into play. This doesn't have white, but I have extra white here. When we do this, so I can cycle Triome, we can play Liliana to kill something or Liliana to start going after their hand. They have a lot of 3-drops. Maybe they've wasted their mana here. And they don't have enough to play new things. And Holy Heat's Wrenn and 6. We have a new one. Yeah, I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying you have a living creature, and I would try to take care of said living creature. Let's get this last card out of their hand. Go away. And it was a land. Sunbaked even. It's pretty good. And we'll put... Let's grab an Overgrown Tomb. I can put that into play without taking any damage. And we have the Triome to cycle. We have Ren 6 to pick stuff up. Liliana's to continue to plus. It's possible. Walkers do cause people to do weird things. Oh, they're Dashing Monkey. It's a good one. I assume they're going to attack me, so we're going to 7. It's pretty good. Need an instant speed way to get rid of the Ragavan. Or blocker. That would have worked. That would have worked. That was a great one. Can't help but wonder if I'll be given a wrap. Oh, that's not bad. All right. Let's actually start with Oath. Keep the one tucked in, obviously. Omnath might be enough to win this game. Carth is really tempting too, but I think Omnath's gain life dealio here is just what the doctor needed. Got there. All right, sideboard we go. Omnath gains life too. I'm sitting here like, oh, this list doesn't gain any life. Yes, it does. You dumb fluffy. All right. So, opponent has Darcy and Lava Darts. I don't think that's worth Relic necessarily, but let's see. Endurances definitely can come in. Come here, Endurances. Come here. I don't hate Force of Negations to save some life. I don't hate the Mana Leak, and I don't necessarily hate the Relics. Fracturing Boseiju Veil, no. Emrakul, no. Supreme Verdict, maybe. Force, no. Yorion stays in the sideboard. So these cards interest me the most. What doesn't? Ashiok's interesting, but probably doesn't work for this matchup. Marches and Prismatics seem good. Solitude's Furies seem good. Wandering is good. Supreme's fine. Carth, Omnath good. Teferi's fine. Grist. Liliana's like an Edict only, probably most of the time. Carth seems bad. I don't know. We could maybe cut a Carth or so. I mean, it's kind of the list. No Weathers. Nope, no Weathers. I don't know if I cut one Carth or not. It's a great blocker for the most part. I definitely like the Endurance first. I don't even know if Ragavan's very good, honestly. They have Lava Darts. I probably could just take Ragavan out and just bring in these 8 and be very happy. I could be very happy with just something like that. Yeah, we lose Ragavan, just keep that in mind, but I want to stop spells. I want to get rid of the graveyard and chump block things, Solitudes and Omnaths. This seems really good. We can lower the curve, but we have to remember we have ways to keep the curve like higher because we have interaction. This 10 is all interaction. Verdict for the Carth. I mean, we have let's see here. We have 20 seconds. We have technically kind of like all of this. We have 18 pieces of interaction with 3 maybes, 2 out here. We have 20 pieces of interaction. I think we're good. I don't need to get that Supreme Verdict in here. Cut Fury if you're trimming all the Ragavans. I have all the Omnaths, and it's a fine top deck later. Well, Snow-Covered Plains isn't what we want. We can mulligan this. This is close. Doesn't look like it, but Oath finding a white source here. We have March, Solitude, Wandering. I really want to keep this. And I'm on the draw. Man, I want to keep this so bad. I think this is keepable. We can just ditch Carth. Gonna risk it all. I don't think it's a serious risk. I don't think so. I don't think it's a bad keep. Opponent's checking their hand, they're gonna fetch. I was like, what? Wow, nothing from my opponent. We're in good shape. That was a land that they just got. We got everything covered, chat, don't worry. Oh, I've played with Oath of Nissa a lot. Ooh, that was kind of the worst land, but we'll work with it. We'll work with it. Yeah, no one drop. No one drop. I got the Shotgun pretty much for free there. Aaron Mesa, they like the top card. I'm guessing it's another land. Probably going to get... Nope, not even bolted. Wow, I like this. I'm happy. Oh, I can complain. There's a lot of options in our list. I didn't want to try them. Take any other card that came into play on tap for the Abundant Growth. This is almost just worth killing. I'm trying to decide if I exile Wander or March here. Yeah, I'm thinking March. I have quite a few creatures I might have to get through, but they didn't start with a creature, so they probably have less creatures than we think they do. Wander is probably just really, really good. Land? Oh, beautiful. All right. Where do I want to throw the Abundant Growth? Do I do the tapped? Just throw it here. I don't think it's going to matter too much. Yep, and that decided that. Sweet. All right. Looking good. Looking good. I like what's happening here. Pretty happy. We can go get a Temple Garden with the Misty Rainforest if we want to. We have white technically in the Abundant Growth. I like our position. Wander's got some pretty sweet art too. Love the cape. The armor's kind of cool too. And the sword with the land behind it. It's good stuff. All right, Swifty. Swifty and Bolt. You got it. That's a decent amount of damage. Down to 13. 4 cards for my opponent, 5 for us. I will plan to more than likely just march the Swift Spear away and then look to Wandering Emperor. Misty Rainforest finds Temple Garden, get to play this in. Well, those are good cards. Those are good cards. All right, let's go ahead and hit this. They obviously have the Darcy they can play. It's going to get a Temple Garden. Not too many cards left for my opponent. I guess the Triumph could have been something I got. Okay, so it's either going to be the Wandering Emperor here or the Endurance. We'll see how they play before combat. Opponent's got a decent amount of land here. It'd be great to throw the Endurance in the way here. I'm tempted to do the endurance here. That being said, with the Darcy existing, things could get kind of weird. Gaining a little bit of life doesn't seem too bad, and then endurance to clean up the graveyard afterwards doesn't feel the worst. If I were to draw expressive iteration, I could work with the endurance. I mean, I think the endurance just ends up getting unholy heated here. It's a block. Is a blowout? I don't know if it's really a blowout here, guys. I think it's decent, but I think it's Wander. You like the endurance getting heated? I'm gonna go with my gut because my gut won us the last game. I don't think it's quite endurance time here. I think gaining 2, going to 14, getting rid of this, and letting them interact, and then worrying about endurance is the play. This guarantees the Darcy gets off the battlefield right here. Look at that, just a lava dart. That's fine. They're gonna burn something here. They're gonna use this and gonna put stuff into the graveyard. This feels fine. I like where we're at, personally. There you go. Jegantha just went to hand. Cool. Shock, go. Shock and go, opponent. You could definitely put a Abundant Growth in on a tap land. Nothing wrong with that. Comes a monkey. This, I feel like I'm going to go ahead and endurance. I like this block here. This is a little safer from a few other things. We'll see, though. I could Unholy Heat this in response. They do. We're good, we're good. Hits for 2, gets their mana. I like how we've played this. It may seem a little off, but I think it's all been right. It's Jegantha and 2 unknowns. This is going back to hand. We have Solitude to follow this up. They may play the Jegantha. I'm not going to quite get my Yorion here. Here comes Ragavan for round 2. Could definitely just go ahead and Solitude this. We'll see what happens here. All right, so Ragavan's gone here. Again, they're going to fire something off here. Path. All right, get this. Probably going to fetch the island here. Maybe I don't fetch the island. Prismatic's Oath of Nissa. Okay. Good with that. Jegantha and something else. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So 1, 2, 3. One, 3. To Fairy. Pick up Abundant Growth. Play Abundant Growth on the Flooded Strand. Get a draw. Put Yorion to hand. It's a really good draw. It's a really good draw. All looking good. Got an Omnath coming up. Got a fetch land to play with. We got some fairies. We have Yorions. Here comes Ragavan. Round 2. Do they kill Teferi? I doubt it. Going 8. Oh, they could play Carth. They could play Carth. I could play Teferi and bounce Carth and also get Omnath down. It's kind of an interesting one. I'm feeling pretty good, though. If we top deck a land here with the Omnath, we're good. Teferi bouncing that Carth would have been really good. We can do whatever on our turn because we have Teferi to protect us. Any land? Well, we have the Flooded Strand gains us life, too. All right. So there's Omnath. Here's a land. There we go. Uptick Teferi, play Oath, play Yorion, draw cards. There we go. All right. Working our way through the losers bracket. Onward we go. What a weird league. What a fun list. Just a shame that it's so expensive of a list, but it's a fun list nonetheless. Yes, that one was a 2-0. We are 1-2, 1-0, 2-0. Clean. Clean. All right, Yorion. Uh-oh, he says. All right. Well, Yorion versus Yorion. We found the mirror match. Guess we'll keep this. At least I have Renin 6 for the mirror match. Spider's sweating. I don't know. I've got Yorion against Yorion here. Oh, they've mulled to 5 though. Mulled to 5. Thank you, Steve Knack. All right, fetch land, pass the turn. Definitely would Prismatic Ending and Abundant Growth or Oath if they happen to play the exact same list as us. All right, so if I'm going to get... Probably want to go ahead and get a Triome here. I kind of don't mind this Triome. And we can get a Breeding Pool with a Flooded Strand. And just see what's good for us. I guess Wood if Foothills is a little bit better. Flooded Strand cracked here. We have the Triome. They got a different Triome than I did. How dare they? At least I have some expressive iterations. A Hallowed Fountain, that is not Renin 6 mana. This could be a Prismatic Ending for 2, and it is. All good with us. The battle is on. I think we just value Renin 6 here a whole lot more. Play this, probably fetch another Triome, pick up, and pass turn. This game's going to be won by a longer played game because they have Yorion, we have Yorion. Oh, they're just little Ice Fang deck. They're just a little Ice Fang deck. All right. All right. I mean, I just shoot that expressive and stuff, right? Guess we'll start with an expressive iteration. I could keep going up with the Renin 6 too. There's a Supreme Verdict, probably not a bad card to have. Play the fetch land. I almost just want a Prismatic Ending this. Like, not even down tick. Like, let's just work to make this an ult, right? I really don't hate that. Save the ending for the walkers. I could. I could also just ignore the Ice Fang. It's not that problematic. Let's just save it. We can save for now. Cool. I mean, what's 1 damage here? I mean, really. What's 1 damage, honestly? Hey, look, it's Teferi. What up, Teferi? How you doing? Well, there you go. There's that prismatic ending target. As a red prison player, I really don't know what to do here. I think it's just prismatic, ping this, and go on with our lives. I could even have expresses first. Do the good old Jeskai ways. How about that? Ping this. I'm tired of you, Ice Fang. Yeah, I'll do expressive next turn. What else you got for me? Woo, their own expressive. All right. Expressive wars. And they concede. All right. They are probably too far behind. They're probably looking for a land there. They did mulligan a few, and it's Yorion versus Yorion. With an active run in 6, game's just slowly going to probably be ours to win. So, Supreme Verdict, maybe Mana Leak, and maybe an Emrakul. Maybe Endurance, just to be a blocker, big creature. Force of Negation, does that have value? They're probably an Ephemerate list with Teferi and the Ice Fangs. I mean, I kind of like most of our main board here. We could probably trim a March. Trim a March, maybe trim the Ashiox and get these other 3 cards I'm looking at into play. Maybe I want the Endurance. I think these are the 3 I want. I think I just want this stuff. I know the Mana Leak is kind of going to be iffy if they find themselves with Teferi. But being on the draw and having that on turn 2 as an option doesn't feel bad. I don't hate the Endurance. It's just a creature that attacks, but I don't think we need that. We'll just go with our Modern Horizons 2 cards and Sky Noodle and hope for a good 7 here. Oh, that's a bad 7. It's my turn to mulligan. All right, no lands, mulligan. All right, 3 lands, 4 lands. And a Supreme Verdict. Blue, white, green. We can get red. Could get green, black. Then I don't have red. I have black here. I can get Stomping Ground with this. So I can keep Carth and Omnath. Ditch Supreme Verdict. I think that's fine. All right. We want Stomping Ground. Okay. Opponent apparently mulligans down to 6 as well. So fair matchup here, fair matchup. Play this past turn. I say Stomping Ground. This is like literally impossible, but luckily I drew this. I think we have a Steam Vent somewhere in the list. Yeah, I can't get Stomping Ground. I think we have a Steam Vents though. Okay, so I got to beat a red in 6. We're looking kind of okay to at least make an effort at it. I know my opponent probably doesn't have counter spells. Luckily, we have land. Basically, the question is, can Carth get us there? They shocked in their Steam Vents. They have Breeding Pool, Steam Vents, Mountain. No white mana so far. Sky Noodle went to their hand. We have this Triome. maybe I get another Triome here. Let's go ahead and fetch. We can just go get our basic and our own Sky Noodle. What a great game! Going to turn 4 before really doing too much. Ren and 6 existing though. All right, what do they got on 4? Omnath, Locus of Focus. Well, that came into play tapped. All right. All right, the question is, do I Carth first or Omnath first? Probably Carth first because Omnath has better value, right? Oh, well, now I'm playing Carth. All right. Green, black, doesn't matter. Doesn't really matter. Let's go get blue here. Let's go, Carth. What do you got? Give us some goodies. Resolved. The Wandering, the Wren. All right. I think it's going to be Wandering here as our option. Wren is cool. Wren does things, but Wandering is going to help us get rid of some creatures, hopefully. Not necessarily Ice Fang, but like Sky Noodle type of creatures. I do not have white. I did not plan this very well, did I, chat? Their own Omnath here, it looks like. No, Prismatic for 4. I know they have Sky Noodle. Probably just going to Carth again, right? I could also Saurian City the Ren and 6 here. Maybe I do that and Hallowed Fountain tapped. Kind of like that line. Especially with a Prismatic ending over here. Lets me undo my oopsies. And they can't counter it because it's a good card. Cool. All right, we fixed that problem. They don't have that many enchantments here for Sky Noodle. If they want to get Ren 6 going again, they've got to go ahead and play it, obviously. Buys us a turn to do maybe Omnath Carth things. This is a weird, just like, nothing happened. There you go. I think that's really good for us. I don't see Ren and 6 being that valuable without something else in play. There's a Teferi. Downtick, Ice Fang. Attack, then downtick. Upticks. All right. You got it. Can't counter because it's a good card. Yep. You got it. Okay. So an Omnath Carth kind of turn. I think so. I mean, we have the Supreme Verdict to back us up. We need to just make sure we get a second white here with the Windswept Teeth. Which will be Temple Garden. Now I could play Carth here. Then I'd have 2 mana left over. Because of Abundant Growth here really quick. Get Oath of Nissa. What if... I could ping the snake. I could. Yeah, there's a lot of things that I can find right now. I think I want to play the Carth. Just to see what I get. I mean, there's a lot. And then if I don't get anything really, I can finish with these two. Or, yeah, I could because I'll have one more. So black here, and I need to leave myself the red. No. Yeah. Well, I have to use the green anyway. Yeah, I think I want to leave myself with a red. Potentially Ren in 6 isn't a bad, like, one to put right into play here. Grist isn't bad either. I can't cast Grist immediately. But the Ren 6 ping here, and it's at 2, and then I can start picking up lands, which doesn't seem that bad. This has to be the play. Especially since the down tick is just free. It's just free. And then if they lead this around, I get to do stuff. Veils. Nice. All right. Good veil. That was no, I wouldn't say that was a busted turn. It was a good turn. This can be any prismatic ending to clear some of these things. They play their own Omnath. Here comes the busted turn. But like we have the supreme verdict to like reset things if it becomes a big problem here. Yeah, like here's their busted turn. We'll just see how busted this goes. Stomping ground for them. 15 to 16. Tons of mana. Calls for something. Fury. All right. So they're going to get rid of Ren in 6. Hard cast it. Or are they going to get rid of Omnath? So that is their turn, right? Okay. Misty. Start with probably Oath. Let's start with an Oath. See what's on top. Oh, lands. Lands. All right. It might be verdict time. White, blue. Like I can do one more abundant growth here. And then uptick Ren. Guess I'll pick up this Soaring City here. Deal with any problem cards. Downtick Ren to kill Teferi. How would that kill Teferi? I'm gonna offer the attack on the Teferi. Okay. Yeah, Teferi's at 6. I guess I need a Supreme Verdict. All right, I'm going to Supreme Verdict here. I have Yorion, and I can bounce a few things here if I wanted to, and I also have the Wandering Emperor, along with Soaring City. It's not. And we didn't get through with the Carth, unfortunately, but it's worth a try. So my opponent's going to generate a lot of value here with their Yorion. Kind of battling with the Ren and 6s here to get to an ult. What is this? What is this? Fury? Oh, Sky Noodle. That's right. Blue mana. That's probably going to be their turn. Reset Teferi back up to 4 and draw an extra card here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. 5, 6, so 3 afterwards. I'll have 2 legendaries, so Soaring City is an option for maybe their Ren and 6. Okay, what kind of turn can we have here? Legendary creatures. Sorry, legendary. So, okay, it's not 2. That's fair. All right, so I've got an Omnath here. I think we just explode the turn. And we can bounce this in a worriness state. So let's make red, white, green, blue. Good old Omnath. I basically have infinite mana. That's what you think. Let's play our land down. Let's grab another land. To an Overgrown Tomb. I'm not worried about the clock. Our own Sky Noodle here. We get to flicker a few things here. And then they all come back. We get a lot of value. So draw, oath. Let's do oath first. Beseiju, that's not very good. Any order these, draw. Wooded Foothills, draw. Expressive, I like that card. Get rid of this. Okay. Their own expressive. Be amazing to get the Ren and 6 where we're at. And yeah, we're up a game, so. The expressive iteration probably pulls us back following theirs. There's a Solitude from them. Alright, picks up a land. Be kind of sucky for them to Solitude my Yorion, but they might want to Solitude Omnath. That gets kind of scary, right? I could also bring back my own Solitude here, or my own Yorion. Let's see what they target first. They target my Omnath. Do I want to bounce that back to my hand? I think I do. I'm gonna try to save it. If they have another Solitude, they go for it or whatever. They might. I don't know. I'm more worried about maybe just a ping here. Oh, they have a Teferi over here. Why am I not thinking about that? Well, this is kind of like fine as well. So now they just ping this. I bounce Ren in 6, and then we get all the value of what we have down here. Yeah, I'm all right with this. All right, we're going to try to play this turn a little bit faster. We're going to start with Omnath, though, I think. Maybe I'm supposed to pick up the... Actually, let's pick up the land, because I have to get rid of Ren in 6 by the end of this turn. All right. White, red, green, blue. That's very Omnath of you. Fetch lands. The mana leak's hilarious, by the way. Prismatic Ending is a great way to get rid of Ren in 6 as well. Let's shock in a Sacred Foundry. I like a little more white here. Exile target tap creature, you gain 2 life. Should we just do that? That seems reasonable. It's Prismatic Ending first. Done. Out. Yeah, I think I'm actually just going to Wandering here. Like, I can play Yorion later. I almost want to just hold up Mana Leak. It's like strange enough to have it here. Oh my gosh, is it going to come in value right here? Oh my gosh. Mana Leak you. Oh no, Teferi's here. Just kidding. I can't do that because Teferi. I'm so sad. I'm going to pass turn. Let's see what happens. All right. I forgot about Teferi. He's so rude. We were doing all the things too. All right. I'll just lose my Ren in 6 here. I'm not going to bounce their Yorion. Maybe play with a Teferi here. I'm at 18 life. That's fine. That's the turn. Emperor coming in clutch. We can also save maybe this for a better rainy day kind of thing. I don't know. Maybe. I don't think I care about the Teferi. I care about my Omnath. Land played. Ice Fang. New Teferi. No real reason to prevent this. Maybe they'll bounce Yorion. They do. Now I can replay it for a little bit of value. An itty bitty amount of value. It's a shame I don't have the ability to Mana Leak here. Because this is how much here? It's 3. That's fine, I guess. We can rebalance our Omnath again here. When they bounce Solitude, Abundant, and Teferi to reset. Serious battle cruiser magic happening here. Oh, it's a mess. That's what it is. All right, I want to save again. Wow, they had an unholy heat in response to all this. All right. Well, let's see what we begin ripping off the top here. Let's start with a expressive iteration. Solitude, Carth. So let's put Solitude to hand. Ran 6 away, Carth. Let me play Carth. See if I can get something fancy here. Grist isn't bad. Play Grist now. Kind of want to just kill the Orion. It's my chance to do it. I could also try to Solitude it, but I kind of don't want to do that. Let's see if we can get anything interesting off the Abundant Growth here before I go crazy with the Solitude. Nice. Now I can Solitude the Yorion here. And I think we're just, I want to go up, but I probably should go ahead and sacrifice to kill Teferi or kill here. This balances something. Let's give him a card. I'm going to give him a card. I don't think I care that much. Pass turn. 9 minutes to 13. That's true. I go to 5 too. Pretty high up there. I still have my Yorion as well. They don't have theirs. They bounce the token. They draw a card. 46 to 42 cards. 9 minutes to 13. Nice Fang. I guess I should have 6 here. Let's move it. Help. I think when we play our Yorion, we can generate a lot of value, and hopefully with those pieces put something together here. They cycled a Aragon Triome. Plays a Renin 6. Kind of a nasty card to see here. Picks up. I have blockers, obviously. Prismatic's good. Let's make a dude. Let's Prismatic. I'm going to Prismatic Teferi here, because then I can have Mana Leak open. Not that it's the greatest thing. And I think I'm just playing Yorion. Wait, what do we have? What are you doing, opponent? Do you have a counter spell? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I tried, chat. Oh, force. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good old spaghetti. I have a good way to protect this, but we're gonna hopefully generate a lot of value. That's the hope. Carth, abundant, oath. Done. Play land, fetch with land, fetch shock. Breeding pool sounds great. Everything comes back. Hit F6 button a bunch. Opponent is responding to us. Oh, with the Temple Garden untapped. Veils to draw a card. You got it. All right. This goes here. This goes here. ETBs. I'm going to put this at the bottom, and take 2 draws this time correctly. Overgrown Tomb. Fury's nice. Carth finds Wandering. Sounds delicious. Oath of Nisifines. I don't know. How about Lily? Lily looks great too. All right, good luck, opponent. F6, F6, F6. You've got Teferi. What's happening? Help! I don't know what's going on. My brain's frying. Too many decisions. We gotta kind of decide what we want to do. Probably gonna be hardcasting Fury, Liliana, and Wandering if we can. Maybe use Grist to kill this Teferi or kill the Brennan 6 with an insect token. Oh gosh, we're going tiny cards. We're going tiny cards. 4 mana, no blue. Hardcast Solitude. We might lose Yorion here, which is okay. Yorion has done what it needed to do, as did my opponents. Fury 2/2 here is an option. Liliana downtick swing. If that fails, downtick Grist to kill Planeswalker. Trying to think what we're doing here. Oh my gosh, it's Monkey. What are you doing here, Monkey? All right. I apologize if this is the incorrect sequence of... Oh, shoot. Don't get distracted. Play Omnath, and then go to town. Then go to town. It will not come down to time. All right, we'll sacrifice the insect. I'm gonna kill the Teferi. It's about time. Don't worry, we got this. Red. Red. Play a Fury. 2/2. Shockin'. Play Lily. Actual manual for Lily. Downtick. See if we can kill another creature. Pass the turn. I'm not going to attack. Scary Death Toucher. All right. 7 to 10 minutes. F6. I don't have any actions. It's all tapped out. Too much mana. Snake Rag and Teferi. I have no idea if that was the right play, Last God. You know just as well as I do, we can't think anymore. Must just click buttons. Double expressive for our opponents. You could replay and review this game a million times over to decide what is the right play. Like right now, I should be counting how many Solitudes I've seen from my opponent. I know I just killed 2. My opponent's apparently just going to play 1,000 expressive iterations. They've been saving them. That was 3 in a row, by the way. 2 Solitudes there. There's a Solitude here. 1 Solitude to beat. I don't know how many creatures are down here, and I don't remember Grist thing. Thankfully, I don't have to remember anymore. Opponent just killed it. We have 9 damage in play if I get to connect. 8. I have 11 damage because I could do this. They're not going to attack me. They're not going to attack me. That'd be insane. Teferi is a good play. All right. Teferi first. See if we can prevent like a Solitude or something like that. Looks like we can. You may have your Ice Fang back. Shoot. I want to do that. Carth. Keep this Carth. It's a lot of damage going to their face. Down to 4. Play our Wrenn in 6. Pick up a certain card that we liked from earlier. Uptick Liliana, get rid of the Boseiju. You never know when Mana Leak's going to come into play. I'm just going to hit the F6 button. All right. Opponent's at 3. Maybe if we would have connected with the Fury and pinged with the Ren and 6, we'd have something here. They're going to replay their little snake. They can't. Teferi's here. Cycles, you got it. 6 minutes. I'm clicking. We have to win now. There's no game 3. There's no game 3. All right, can't counter that. Well, I could, but it won't happen. Too much mana. Remember, we can bounce, we can ping, we can kill. So they need more than like 5 creatures. I guess less if it's a Solitude. That Teferi's fine. Puts Fury away. That's fine. Carth still kills. Another Ice Fang. I can kill that one. We can bounce something too. We can Mana Leak a solid 2. Can't quite Mana Leak a solid 2, but they only have 1 left. 2 mana, 3 mana, 4 mana. Omnath. Send it. Get Mana Leaked. Ruined. Opponent's ruined. Did it just happen? The Mana Leak that's in the sideboard? Did it just win us the game? They're thinking. I can bounce something, kill something, ping something. Smack them for 3. Returns a land. I don't know which one it was. Oh, it was a Triome. They slapped it in sideways. Oh, they're going to my turn. It's over, opponent. We got Carth. Good game. It's got to be it. I'm shaking. Ping, get out of here. Please remove the last one. Thank you. Attack. Spider. Evan. My brain. What just happened? Oh my gosh. And I don't even think I needed the Mana Leak. When you think about it, I had the down tick here, ping here, pick up here. If anything was tapped, this would do it. Donnie. No. That game was so long. We have one more, Donnie. Who cares about work? All right, here we go. Final boss. You're about to get last with a 4-1. Evan, if you get last with a 4-1 here, I mean, I still have to potentially win. But if I win, that's triple 4-1s for the list. That has to say something. Here we go. Maybe that'll just be Belcher combo kill me. Fluffy, don't say that. Final one here. Ooh. Ooh, not a great hand here. I think we mulligan this. I can't cast anything. I'm gonna take a new one. Okay, we can do this. This is good. This is good. Probably just, I could put back the Liliana. She's a little hard to cast here. My loss was to Murktide so far. Oh, crap. All right. All right. Burn Raid Boss here. Probably go get a Temple Garden. I will shock this in to get rid of the creature. We might have some shocking to do. We'll see. All right. Where's Omnath when you need him? More white cards, please. So Burns, my final raid boss here. Leon and... What is this? Leon and Light Scribe. Magecraft. Do I offer the trade? I think I offer the trade here. That's a different one. Offer the trade, and if not, then I'm gonna have like Carth. What? Okay, I don't want that. I'll take Ragavan back. Please don't have a million spells, please, 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 please. It's a blocker. I don't think I want a blocker here. I just want to rip Supreme Verdict off the top. And I don't mind Carth being my blocker. That's not quite Supreme Verdict. I think I'm just doing Carth here. Carth, see what I draw. Ashiok doesn't look like it. Maybe a Ren and 6. Man, I wanted these. 2 Ren and 6s, try to kill one of these. Man, that's like greedy. I don't think there's a really good take there. I was hoping for like maybe Teferi to pitch the Solitude there. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Maybe I needed the blocker. Maybe Ragavan needed to be a blocker here. How much am I in for, opponent? Target creature without flying can't block this turn. Storm. I'm dead. I'm dead. Wow, that's a lot of damage. I guess it wouldn't have mattered if I had the blockers. Wouldn't have mattered. So I did need Carth. I needed Carth and try to find Teferi. Okay. So. All right. It's going to be an interesting one. Mana Leak. Maybe Forces. Supreme Verdict, maybe. Endurance is a cheaper blocker. That was terrifying, and I'm very terrified. Ashiok didn't appear to be a thing that will do anything. Liliana could kill something with a down tick. Ragavan's just a chump blocker, but then they might do their crazy storm card. I don't even know if Omnath's life gain is enough here. Teferi seems good. Liliana seems good. Grist feels a little iffy. Prismatic and March look important. Solitude and Fury definitely. Wander's fine. I almost feel like Ragavan's just not even worth it here. Like, force away a Manamorphose is like a big deal. I would think. Maybe even just like take one Carth out here for another Endurance as a blocker. Well, these don't fly, but I could flash them in. I can flash them in. Man, this is speed match. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try it. We're gonna try it. I have a very quick opponent here. We kind of know what we want, and it's not this. I need like Solitudes, Prismatics, and Marches. Let's mulligan this. Oh crap. Well, this This is crappy. This doesn't do anything. Mulligan this. It's another one lander. Like, do I just pray Grist and Omnath out of here or something like that and Fury the Omnaths and kill the creatures and hope for the best? Opponent kept 6. If they prowess any of the creatures in response to the Fury, we're just lights out. Solitude's so much better here. Do I mulligan to 4? I don't think that opening hand would have done it. Now the next 2 hands have been 1-landers. Yeah, maybe we can do a better 4. It's so close. Can I keep these 5? So close. I think I get blown out more. I could do like this. I could take these. I think I'm going to try it. Because I don't even have the red or the blue, and the other card's hard to cast. I mean, we're kind of all in here. Alright. Well, Evan, unless a miracle happens here, you might be okay. Sacred Foundry, tapped land. Ooh. Yes, it's a good land too. All right. Land again. Clever. And that's it. Red card or land. Oh, okay. Okay. Interesting. Another land for my opponent. Oh man, just go all in. Go all in and I'll mana leak you. And then I'll Solitude, and you'll just be so demoralized. Go all in. Spell, 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 spell. I'm going to counter that. I want 1 creature down here. I don't want 2. Denied. Mana Tithe. Mana Tithe. Concede. All right. Go, go, go. All your spells. Everything. Next spell. Next spell. Next spell. Empty the hand. Empty the hand. No, another spell. Do it. Bolt me. Oh my gosh. A 6/7? A 6/7? It's not enough. You got it. You're good. You're good. I'll take 6. Woo! Ripping lands like a champion. Oh, it's another creature. Oh. Okay. I'll take 1. I take 1. Oh. Oh. White, blue. Oh, just give me a white source. Give me a white source. Come on, white source. Okay, that's something. It's interesting. White card. Have the white mana. Companion. Well, not anymore. I'll take 2. White source, white source, white source. Yeah. I'm gonna go get a basic. Oh, I want Fury so bad. Can I fetch and shock? Oh my gosh, can I do it? Can I fetch and shock? I go to what, 7? We're doing it. We're doing it. Verdict. That's where they Boros Charm me. I just see you out back. I just got beat up. I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling okay. Reckless. Okay, there's a Manamorphose. That's fine. And a land. Nothing I'm too worried about yet. They don't appear to be burn. They appear to be like put creature in and smash my face. If I could get the Solitude down and start attacking, I'd feel really good. There are better cards than the Abundant Growth, but I'll take it. Red. Green, red, Wren. This allows me to pick up my Windswept Heath. I'll go to 6 if I fetch this. But we're looking pretty good. My opponent does have bolts. We might, if we can get away with it, not fetch immediately. They just play a land. I'm not going to fetch. I like where I'm at. What a beautiful world we live in. What a beautiful world we live in. I think it's safe to play the Solitude and start gaining life. And I know about our Sky Noodle. I'm going to go for it. They got the bolt, they got the bolt. This is a mull to 4. I kept a Supreme Verdict. All right, so now we Teferi. We bounce our Abundant Growth. We slap the Abundant Growth over here. Play our land past turn. Yeah, we kept Supreme Verdict, Fury, Solitude, Temple Garden. Okay. I can kill that. The plan is to kill that. Let's kill in the most obnoxious way possible. Because it can't respond. Teferi's here. So we get to kill this. And I can play Carth. Whew. Whew. Mull to 4. We're going to game 3. All right. I don't know what to do. I don't know if there's changes. My little heart hurts. I think I just go with what I've got here. We have the Prismatics, the Marches, the Solitudes. It's what I need. I need a few Endurances to avoid that Storm card. I don't remember if it was Sorcery or Instant Speed. It's good. I feel like this is just a coin flip. All right. Let's do it. Mana Leak coming in clutch twice. Please, good 7. Good 7. All right, it was a sorcery. I just panicked when it happened, and I was just upset. I have a March. I have an Omnath. I think I can play this. A couple Abundant Growths. We're going to try it. I think after going to 4, I'll take this. We can go fetch basic Forest as well, pretty safely. I could also, if they play like a 1-drop here, I could leave March available if they like go all in. Opponent mulls to 5. Whoa. All right, they kept 5, so they may have 1 to 2 creatures here. All right. I'm going to leave March available to us. It's not worth it with them like mulling. They got 4 cards. Is it spell, 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 and try to kill me? And then I have the March to clear up the Niv Magus. There's no rush here. Don't play another creature. All right, let me go grab my Temple Garden. We can still pitch. That's why I'm doing the abundant growth. Barista's okay. I don't believe I can go in on this just yet. Not with 2 creatures there. They're not scary creatures right now. They have to have the storm card. Yep. You're correct. So I'm just going to take some hits here from these. They're scary, but they're not. There are worse things. There's a reckless impulse. Lava dart and lightning bolt. No lands though. No lands. Grist blockers could be good. We're going to play it nice and slow though. Nice and slow. Gonna just bolt me. They have 1 card left. I think if I can get to the Omnath, we win this game. Decides to dart me. Okay, so it's a 3/4. I'm gonna take this damage. I wanna save Omnath. Remember, they have to put the counters on one side or the other. Another Omnath looks good here. So now, can I shock here to do Oath and Abundant Growth? I go to 11, 8. I don't think I can quite shock in just yet. It's Abundant Growth here. What's Oath of Nissa? This can hit a creature. If I hit Solitude, I think the game's over. There's a Carth. Oh man, that would have been really good. So I guess I take Carth here, any order. We'll probably march away one of these and then like put a Carth in the way of the other one. Then I'll be shocking in to do that unless I find a basic or something. Because it's Bolton two spells. Bolton 2 spells. 1 spell. Bolts me, I'm going to 10. This has to be the turn, I think, that I march to save some life points here. Oh, they're doing something. Lava darts. I go to 9. They're going to eat this, and they eat it over here. All right, so here, cast. Here, exile. So we get 1. I go to 6 here. I am going to create a blocker. Oh, that's a great card. So basic. Let's create our blocker. It's a good blocker too. I don't hate a Teferi here. We'll pass turn. I need to be able to play Omnath and our land. If I get a fetch land, I think we win the game. What do they get? Oh shoot, Manamorphose. But that's just a redraw. It's just a redraw with Nimmagus. It's a land drop. It's a land drop. I'll block. I'll block you all day, opponent. Oh my gosh. Green. Oh, hold on. Can I even do this right now? I don't think I have the right mana for this, do I? Red. I don't have blue. I don't have blue. That's hilarious. Yeah, I'm probably going to go ahead and bounce it. Just deciding how we want to do this, but let's go ahead. Let's do it like, oh no, I need the blue here. No, I don't. Gosh, what am I doing? My brain's getting frozen. I'm going to bounce into Magus here. And then Stomping Ground, tapped. I'm going to play Growth here. I have a Solitude. I can Solitude my own Carth here as well. Okay. Do Do I attack? I guess I attack. Should be okay. All right. I feel like we're okay here. They're going to replay Niv Magus. That's fine. Doesn't have haste. And they play a second one. Fine. Cool. Just bounce again. Shoot, what am I doing? I want to find a land. I bounce one of these. Try to just get the land naturally here. Wandering Emperor looks great. Give me the land. No land. Let's go Oath of Nissa to find the land. I'm just looking for a land here for the Omnath. There we go. Any order. White, blue, Omnath. Windswept Heath. I think we're good. I think at that point you're good to go. You got the Omnath. You get to gain life. Cleared the guys. Took them. Beat them with the 4. Mull to 4. That's a 4-1. With one ridiculous list. Wow. That's some power there. Can we talk about why this list isn't being played more? Oh, that's right. It's like 2,000 tickets. Evan gets a 4-1. Clean 4-1 too. You know, we're talking solid. Spider gets a 4-1. Pretty clean as well. And I get a 4-1. No one 5-0s, but what? I mean, I think we should just honestly just split the reward. That is absurd. That is absurd. What was my record in the games? Mine are 1-2, 1-0, 2-0, 2-0, 2-1. So I lost 3 and I won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8-3. I agree, Evan. Deck is wild. So I had an 8-3 is what I had. You just sit here and you stare at this pile and you're like, what? Come on, really? You gotta be kidding me. You know, this all together, and it's nuts. That's crazy. What were the records? Mine was 8-3. Evans was 8-4. What was Spider's? Spiders is also 8. Oh no, 8-6, 8-4, 8-3. There you go. That's busted. 8, 16, 24 wins and 13 losses. It's messed up. It was an amazing day of Magic. That is a fact.